In the cold abyss of space, an ancient menace hurtles toward us, a colossal asteroid named 99942 Apophis. Bearing the name of the Egyptian god of chaos and destruction, Apophis embodies our deepest fears. Tonight, we confront a chilling hypothetical. What if Apophis doesn't just pass us by on its next visit, but instead collides with our world? This is the story of humanity's darkest hour. Discovered in 2004, Apophis is a behemoth, 370 meters of rock and metal barreling through the cosmos at 31 kilometers per second. Initial calculations sent shockwaves through the scientific community, a significant chance of Earth impact in 2029. Although later observations ruled out this immediate threat, Apophis remains a potential danger, its future path shrouded in uncertainty. Space is unpredictable. The slightest cosmic nudge, a gravitational pull from another celestial body, the subtle push of solar radiation known as the Yarkovsky Effect, could alter Apophis's course. If during its 2029 flyby it passes through a gravitational keyhole, a minuscule region of space where Earth's gravity could tweak its orbit, the asteroid might be set on a collision course with Earth in 2036. But what if an unforeseen event accelerates this timeline, bringing Apophis to our doorstep sooner than expected? December 3rd, 2028, a date that will be etched into history. Astronomers confirm the unthinkable. Apophis is on a direct collision course with Earth, impact expected in less than a year. As the news spreads, the world plunges into collective disbelief and denial. Conspiracy theories flourish. Some claim it's a government hoax to control the population. Others believe it's a divine judgment day. Mental health hotlines are overwhelmed as anxiety and panic attacks surge. Pharmacies report shortages of anti-anxiety medications and sleep aids. A profound sense of grief grips the global population, a mourning for the future that might never be. Support groups form, both online and in person, as people seek solace in shared vulnerability. Religious institutions see unprecedented attendance. Many turn to faith for answers, solace, or redemption, while some question their beliefs in the face of impending doom. Millions attempt to flee perceived target zones, causing gridlocks on highways and overwhelming smaller towns. Rural communities struggle to accommodate the influx, leading to tensions over resources. Stock markets plummet worldwide. Banks enforce withdrawal limits to prevent collapse, leading to public outrage. Gold and cryptocurrencies become preferred mediums of exchange as trust in traditional currency wanes. Panic buying empties store shelves of essentials, food, water, medicine, and fuel. Black markets emerge, exploiting scarcity and desperation. States of emergency are declared globally. Governments enforce rationing, curfews, and travel restrictions in an attempt to maintain order. World leaders convene emergency summits, both virtually and in secure locations. Discussions focus on deflection strategies, resource allocation, and contingency plans for societal preservation. Accusations fly between nations over the hoarding of resources and technology. Old rivalries resurface, threatening to derail collaborative efforts. Space agencies and scientific communities worldwide pool resources. Joint missions are planned to intercept Apophis, combining technological prowess in a race against time. Scramble for rare materials needed for spacecraft construction leads to geopolitical tensions. Mining operations accelerate in conflict zones, exacerbating local unrest. Amidst cooperation, cyber attacks increase as nations and rogue groups attempt to steal sensitive data or cripple rival efforts. Societies grapple with ethical dilemmas. Who gets access to shelters? Should limited resources focus on saving the young and healthy? Philosophers and ethicists are thrust into the spotlight, debating the value of life and sacrifice. Some governments pass controversial laws to enforce compliance with emergency measures, raising concerns about civil liberties and human rights. Factories retool to produce rockets, satellites, and nuclear devices. Scientists work around the clock, compressing years of research into months. Underground bunkers and repurposed facilities become makeshift shelters, the wealthy secure spots in luxurious safe havens, while governments struggle to provide basic protection for the masses. Efforts are made to strengthen communication infrastructures to keep the public informed and coordinate global efforts. Families reunite, setting aside past grievances. Estranged friends reach out, and communities hold gatherings to support one another. People pursue long-held dreams, traveling to distant lands, confessing hidden feelings, or ticking off items from their bucket lists. In the face of annihilation, humanity's true nature is laid bare. Acts of kindness and generosity contrast starkly with selfishness and violence. The world's response is a tapestry of hope and despair, unity and division. The question looms large. Can we overcome our differences and work together to avert this catastrophe, or will we succumb to fear and chaos? April 13, 2029, 7:13 p.m. Eastern Time. Apophis becomes a second sun in the sky, its fiery descent visible across half the globe. Moments later, it strikes near Washington, D.C. The impact, equivalent to 1,200 megatons, vaporizes everything within a 10-kilometer radius. An estimated 2 million people in the immediate vicinity perish instantly. The shockwave travels outward at supersonic speeds, flattening buildings, uprooting trees, and shattering windows up to 200 kilometers away. Cities like Baltimore, Philadelphia, and even parts of New York City experience devastating damage. Intense heat ignites fires over a vast area, contributing to further loss of life and property. Hospitals are overwhelmed with burn victims, but many are inaccessible due to infrastructural collapse. A large number of cell towers and perhaps communication satellites are destroyed or disrupted, plunging the nation into a communication blackout. Highways, bridges, and rail lines are obliterated, hindering rescue and evacuation efforts. Airports are rendered inoperable, grounding all flights. Power grids fail. Water and sewage systems are destroyed, leading to contamination and disease outbreaks. The impact ejects billions of tons of dust and aerosols into the atmosphere, forming a dense cloud that encircles the globe. Sunlight is significantly reduced, causing global temperatures to drop. This impact winter could lead to crop failures worldwide. Particulate matter causes respiratory issues for survivors. Acid rain, resulting from vaporized materials, further damages ecosystems. Alternatively, Apophis could plunge into the ocean. Let's hypothesize it does, into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, approximately 1,000 kilometers off the eastern seaboard. Walls of water over 100 meters high radiate outward. Coastal cities from Boston to Miami are inundated within hours. Evacuation efforts save some, but millions are caught in the surging waters. The tsunamis reach across the Atlantic, affecting Europe and Africa. Cities like Lisbon, Dublin, and Dakar face devastating floods. Total casualties from flooding are estimated to exceed 60 million worldwide. Major ports are destroyed, crippling global trade. The loss of shipping hubs disrupts supply chains, leading to shortages of essential goods. coastal nuclear power plants are compromised, leading to potential meltdowns and radioactive contamination. Offshore oil rigs are destroyed, releasing millions of barrels of oil into the ocean, exacerbating environmental damage. The impact and resulting tsunamis devastate marine life. Coral reefs are destroyed, and fish populations plummet, affecting the food chain. Massive amounts of water vapor and particulates enter the atmosphere, intensifying greenhouse effects and altering weather patterns. Altered ocean currents lead to extreme weather events, prolonged droughts in some regions, severe storms in others. Despite the overwhelming destruction, the human spirit endures. Communities focus on sustainable practices, local farming, renewable energy sources like solar and wind, and water purification. Efforts are made to preserve books, digital media, and scientific knowledge to pass on to future generations. Regions less affected by the impact mobilize to provide aid, though their capacity is limited by their own challenges. Without global coordination, containing diseases becomes difficult. Potential pandemics loom as weakened populations struggle to cope. Massive efforts are required to clean contaminated areas, reforest deforested regions, and restore ecosystems. Power vacuums may lead to new forms of governance. Some communities may thrive under cooperative models, while others may fall under authoritarian rule. The Apophis impact serves as a grim reminder of our vulnerability and the interconnectedness of our world. Yet it also highlights the resilience and ingenuity inherent in humanity. Investing in early detection systems and deflection technologies becomes a global priority to prevent future impacts. The disaster underscores the necessity of global cooperation in addressing existential threats, be they from space or our own making. From the ashes of devastation, a new world emerges, scarred but wiser. The story of Apophis is not just about destruction, it's a testament to human resilience and the will to survive against all odds. The question remains, will we take the steps necessary today to prevent such a catastrophe? The power to shape our destiny lies in our hands. The time to act is now. Our future is not predetermined. Together, we can secure it.